So you are gradually becoming the social media manager that you always wanted to be. It's exciting, it's interesting and all, but take your time so that you don't do any of these 5 mistakes that I'm going to be telling you. So first of all, trying to be everywhere. You actually grow from somewhere and get to a level whereby you can now be everywhere. But in the early stages, do not be in a hurry to literally be everywhere. For example, it's not every client that you want. So for example, you're looking for real estate clients, you're looking for oil and gas, you're looking for construction, you're looking for interior design, you're looking for MCs, you're looking for marketing, brand. No. Take your time, learn it gradually, and then grow with it. Also, even at the talk of the platforms, if you want to stick to, let's say, Instagram and TikTok, stick to Instagram and TikTok and let people understand that as part of your deliverables as a social media manager, your main platforms are Instagram and TikTok. If they get it like that, it helps you as well so that you don't overpromise and underdeliver. Also, do not ignore the analytics. Like I said earlier in one of the episodes, all these platforms, the dashboards give us analytics. There are always numbers to buttress the metrics that you set out from the very beginning. And so if you realize that people are tuned more to this kind of content, then you fine tune your content to meet them. It's just natural like that. But if people are liking this particular content and you don't focus on that and you're giving them the things that they're not liking, then you may be going around in circles and even throwing money into the air. Also, posting without strategy. I know brands that they wake up and today, Charlie, the owner feels like, let's post this picture of me at the beach. Then they post. Oh, I was having lunch with this celebrity. Let me just post a picture. Then they post. If you are a social media manager, part of your responsibility is to be responsible for what you are putting out there. And that brings to mind the strategy. So now, for example, how often do you post? What is the posting frequency? Is it twice a week? Is it thrice a week? Is it 5 times a week? Even in that, what is the content format that you are posting? So on the set days, for example, what goes out on Monday, what goes out on Wednesdays, what goes out on Thursdays or Fridays? Is it going to be streamlined? Is it going to be, in a very strict calendar? At the talk of calendars, do you have a content calendar? If somebody jumps on your marketing team and asks for a content calendar, can you get it to them? In the sense that if even in your absence, they know that, okay, this is what's going here, this is what's going there, and this is what's going to be posted at this particular period. This is the time that is going to be posted. All of these things are part of the bigger strategy. Also, copying trends blindly. Yes, I've always highlighted that trends are interesting, they are good, but Charlie, it's not every trend that you should jump on. It's not every trend that your brand should hop on. Sometimes those trends have certain funny connotations behind it, and if you are a brand that is very strict on your guidelines and your collaborations and your online regulations, it's not everything that you can just jump onto. So as an SMM, you need to be responsible for that, such that even if, let's say, a marketing executive or a sales manager comes to you and says, oh Charlie, when we are doing TikTok, you can actually stand on your grounds and say, it's nice, but it's not relevant for us as of now. On the other hand, if it's also relevant, you need to be able to see it early, detect it early, and then join the trends early. Then there's this mistake others do where their only focus is on page numbers. Yes, we understand you need followers. You can run campaigns specifically for that. But I know businesses that have just 100 followers and their impressions on their ads are up to 1 million. Their conversion rate is almost 35%. Their engagement rate is literally 45%. They are getting the conversion. They are getting value for the money. They are getting bookings. That is the level that we need to get to as a social media manager. And if you're not doing that and you're almost always focused on numbers, then Charlie, you're really not doing a good job. And even if your manager comes to you and says, oh, why is our page still on 1,000? You should be responsible enough to let them understand that we either run a campaign for that, or that is not our focus at that particular point in time. Once again, it's all part of the bigger strategy. So yes, in conclusion, growth is very, very important. Everybody likes it when it's visible. Everybody admires it. But I think the bigger question is, how much of conversions or how much of business objectives are we meeting at the end of every month? I'll see you in the next video. So we talk about how AI can enhance your processes as a social media manager. I'll see you there.